Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another live stream. I really enjoyed yesterday's live stream. It really took off. It's got over 20 comments, so that was really good. And yeah, it was really good. What did you speak about yesterday? Yes, I spoke about how to meet and attract women on the street or in public with honesty. And I also spoke about a controversial question I get a lot from men: do looks matter? So do make sure that you check out my other live streams because they're all full of value and I talk about different things. And today I thought I would talk about something completely different. Like I promised you yesterday, some of the feedback I've got, people have said that I have been guilty of repeating myself and doing a lot of videos on anxiety, social anxiety, confidence of women, and it would be nice if I was to mix the topics up. I'm more than happy to do that. So in today's live stream, we're going to be talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're going to be talking about the mindset of a champion. Now, this just happened by accident. I wasn't planning to talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger, but someone sent me a motivational video through Facebook, a good friend of mine, which was actually Les Brown, who's one of my big inspirations. After watching the Les Brown video, I accidentally stumbled across an Arnold Schwarzenegger motivational video, and this is the title of the video that I've used for my live stream. I watched this, guys. It really inspired me. Really inspired me. I'll be honest with you. Actually, I'm sure you guys have experienced this. It inspired me so much it made me cry. And obviously, I'm not crying because I'm not a man and all that kind of stuff. It really went straight to the heart. And it was very nostalgic because it reminded me I was a huge, I wouldn't say fan, but I really liked Arnold Schwarzenegger growing up. I still like him. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Lee really played a part in motivating me to get down the gym and take action and to improve my life. So I thought, let me talk about the things that Arnold Schwarzenegger was talking about in this video and how they relate to going out and being successful with meeting and attracting women on the street or in public. Even though, you know, we're going to be talking about bodybuilding, politics, masculinity, it doesn't really matter what area that you go into. If you want to be successful, and I've always known this, I've always taught this and said this in countless of my videos, and I've said it in so many mentoring sessions with students. It doesn't really matter what you want to achieve in your life. You have to, as Arnold Schwarzenegger said, I've quoted some of the things he's actually said here. You have to work your ass off, or he says, work your butt off. There's no quick fixes. I'm glad he says that, because there's not enough honest people in the world, and I've always known that. So, and he talks about you have to have a vision, and the best thing I got from his video, and I know you guys are going to resonate with this, is he says it. You can't be afraid to fail in life, and you will fail. Everyone fails. But if you want to succeed, you have to go through the failures. So I'm going to be talking a bit about his life. I've made some notes here. I'm going to answer your questions, and we're going to have a nice chat. And I'm going to also remind you guys, you better get on the Fearless event. The places are running out. I've had so many emails. People are booking on. This is going to be a massive event next Sunday in central London. And I'll be honest with you guys, if you haven't got a real good valid excuse for not turning up, you're not serious about getting successful women. You're not serious, because you'd be at the event like all of the other guys and myself, because it's going to be teaching you how to build confidence and develop a champion's mindset. So I'll talk to you more about the Fearless event at the end. I like doing that at the end, and I'll tell you about exactly what's going to happen at the event, what we're going to do, what you're going to gain from it. But I want to really share with you what I got from Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you guys can go and check this video out for yourself. So keep your questions coming. I will answer the questions as we go ahead. So yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like the teaching and you're getting a lot out of it and you want to learn how to attract women and build your confidence. So, okay, I've got my fruit here. So I remember I said yesterday, just advocating, encouraging guys to eat more healthier. I've got my energy drink here. I wouldn't encourage drinking too many of these. I know they're not healthy too much. Once in a while is okay. I've got my mint tea here. I've got a lot of energy, and I've had food, and I've been to the gym. I feel really good today, but I also feel a little bit burnt out. But that's a good thing. Arnold Schwarzenegger said it's better to be a little bit burnt out. And I actually, before I made this live stream, I wanted to be really congruent and true to what I was teaching. So I went just down the road and I did some approaching. Guess what? I'll tell you guys about my experience there approaching. I failed. A whole day of failure. I didn't get any phone numbers, didn't get any dates. And I'm going to explain to you why that's amazing. Hey, Les Boss, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, I've seen Pumping Iron, loved it. Bought it years ago when I was a kid. I bought that Les Boss when I'll tell you the exact age, I was 23. That was years ago I bought that. And I didn't realize how relevant Arnold Schwarzenegger was on my journey. You know, sometimes you forget because we go through so much things in life. I've been teaching for a long time, and I've had a lot of mentors, and I mentor people as well around the world. And I forgot, you know, you just forget sometimes, and it made me realize, oh my God, this man was so important in my life. And I'm sure, well, I'm guaranteed you guys would have had that. Oh, you like the Monster drink? Yeah, Monster. I can't wait to. This is a different flavor. So I'm having to push myself today because it's weird. I don't know if you guys have ever had this. I feel so good, but I also feel a little bit dizzy from where I've been. I've lost a lot of weight as well. You can see I'm in great shape. I've lost the belly. I'm not fat anymore. I wanted to get in great shape for myself first and foremost, because I want to obviously take care of my health. But I wanted to inspire you guys, and I wanted to prove some of the doubters wrong. I didn't take it personal, but you know, people were saying Johnny looks fat in his videos. He's put on a lot of weight, and it was true. I did get fat and did put on weight, but now I've lost the weight. I'm now in fantastic shape, and I'm going to continue maintaining it. So I really want to talk a lot today about different things: bodybuilding, weight training. So to kick this off, let's just get a heads up where you guys are from, where you're coming from. Some of you I know very well. I know you very well from coming on the live streams. I just want to build a little bit of rapport with you guys, and it's good because as I'm doing these live streams, I'm kind of teaching you guys how to be better with your communication skills, which is something that all of you are always asking me about. So the communication skills that we're practicing today on the live stream, these really help you to be successful women. So let me get some energy in me. I feel a little bit dizzy because I've just so much training, and I think where I've lost a lot of weight, which is good. Part of my body is a bit tired. That is lovely. Wow, sweet. Okay. I haven't tried the mango one. I'll try that. You guys love Monster. You guys crack me up. Yeah, I've watched Pumping Iron. So, okay, where are we today? I'm a bit sleepy today. I'm not with it. So all the training, I've been training so hard. Anyway, okay. So, I mean, where do you start with Arnold Schwarzenegger? He's probably the most accomplished, successful human being on the earth. To be honest, he probably, not that it's a competition, but he probably achieved more than Bruce Lee did. You know, everything he went into, he become the best at. I can't come to Cologne now. I'm in London doing the live stream. I'm just kidding. I'm only joking. I'm joking. I've been to Cologne before. I loved it, and I would like to come back. But I can't give you a date when I can come over. Best bodybuilding physique of all time. I would agree. I liked his physique a lot. It was a classic look. So, I mean, let's just first start off with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He says in his own words when he was growing up, you know, his father was very strict on him. His mum thought he was crazy one day when she came in his room and seen posters of men, you know, with their bodies. She didn't understand it. I think he even said that his mum kind of questioned his sexuality because in those times, it wasn't normal for a man to have posters of men with their shirts off. But his mum didn't understand his passion for bodybuilding. Honestly, Arnold Schwarzenegger is straight. He knew when he seen the pictures of Reg Park, who was a famous bodybuilder I think in the 60s or the 50s. And it was Arnold Schwarzenegger's inspiration. When he saw Reg Park, I think in Conan, he said, I want to be like that. I want to be Mr. Universe. So this whole bodybuilding world wasn't very mainstream, I think, in those days. You know, obviously there were people, bodybuilding probably goes back, you guys might can quote me on this, probably goes back to the Greeks or, you know, Romans and so forth. I'm not completely up to date with the facts, but I'm talking sense here, so stay on the live stream. So from a young age, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he wasn't normal. Like, I'm not normal. I'm not like a normal person in the sense that we don't think the same as the average person. We just don't. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, he didn't have it easy when he started. Yeah, I would say it was the Greeks, but I could be wrong. So he wasn't silver spoon fed. You know, he started from nothing, and that's why he has that kind of working class or working man's attitude of working your ass off. He had to work very hard, and he got judged by everyone. He was doubted his whole life, same as I was. Probably all you guys were too. He was laughed at. You know, when he became successful in the bodybuilding, he said, "I want to go into acting and be the highest paid actor in Hollywood." And he's had a big dream to go to America. When he started going out to Hollywood and to agents and trying to get acting roles, they said, "You're never going to get a part. Your accent, your surname, Schwarzenegger, you speak funny, that German accent." They took piss out of him. They were saying, "You're never going to make it." But he just said he refused to believe that. He always says, "Don't listen to the naysayers." So he had a champion's mindset from when he was younger. Of course, he's human. He would have had self-doubt. He would have had fears. He would have had insecurities. He would have had a lot of inner voices. But he didn't quit. And eventually, you know, he became one of the highest paid actors, if not highest paid. Terminator, everyone knows Terminator, classic film. Terminator 1, Terminator 2, amazing films, and then Terminator 3 other films, but mainly Terminator 1 and 2. You know, Kindergarten Cop, so many classic films. Commando, you guys can probably quote some of the films. Let me know any Arnold Schwarzenegger films, because I'm kind of going blank here. I need to drink more of this Monster, but so many good films, you know, all of us. He was a childhood hero growing up. Predator, of course, you know, and Predator was amazing. All the films he was in, he was good. And you could argue that he wasn't a great actor, but on another angle, he's a brilliant actor, because, you know, maybe he's not stereotypically a Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, but he just has charm. He gets away with it. And he was saying that in a film, he weighed about, I think he weighed 250 pounds. And the director said, "You're too big for the film. You have to get down to 210 pounds. So he had to lose a lot of weight. And he got down to 209 pounds. So, you know, the pain that he went through, but he did it, you know, and that's my mindset. Yeah, Commando is a classic. All of his films are great. Total Recall, Commando, Predator. Then you got a classic comedy film I love, Twins with Danny DeVito. Everything he did, he was successful at. And then, you know, towards the end of his career, he went into politics and became a governor of California, and they laughed at him. Everything he's done, he's been doubted, and then he did it. So, you know, the Arnold Schwarzenegger mindset is, you know, it's the same mindset Johnny Berba. It's all about taking action, working hard, you know, training every day, going through the failures. His mindset is a collective mindset of all successful people. You know, whether I took this on consciously or unconsciously, you learn things. This was just innately in me as a man. I know it's in every man if you connect to it. I knew of going out and meeting women, it wasn't going to be easy for me at the start. That was before I started to teach it. Teaching it was never going to be easy. It still isn't easy, but nothing of value is easy. So that's why when I put the YouTube videos out, I don't care if people see me getting rejected. I don't care about their criticism, their judgment, because I know what my vision is when I'm going out. I know who I am, and I know what the purpose is. And the purpose is to inspire other men and to inspire myself and just be the best I can be, and be free and be free and not care about the naysayers or try and be perfect. So I don't give a damn if 15 women turn me down, as you guys have seen, because I know I'll get the result eventually, and I always do. And I know that when I'm working with my students, they will get the results eventually if they keep working hard. So I really love his philosophy because it's raw, it's masculine, it works. There's no bollocks in it. There's no bullshit. There's no blueprints. There's no tricks. It's about putting in the work and growing and going through pain. And I was saying it the other day. A lot of the guys were asking me about social anxiety, shyness. I was going, you've got to change your mindset. Yeah, all classics. The first Rockies. That's so I probably will talk. About other people like Bruce Lee and stuff. So most of Arnold Schwarzenegger's success is the same as mine. Obviously, I haven't achieved anything close to Arnold Schwarzenegger, but in my own right, I've achieved great things. So, what's up, Lee? Good to see you, my friend. It was good to meet you in person, and it's great to have you on the live stream. I bought his autobiography, and I did read it when I was younger, but it was a long time ago. So that's why you guys can tell I'm not fully on point today, because I just got on the live stream, made some notes, and I forgot how much Arnold Schwarzenegger was a role model to me. So looking at the Arnold Schwarzenegger mindset, looking at the principles of, don't be scared to fail. I'm doing his accent. I can't help it because it helps me to articulate. Don't listen to the naysayers. Train your body. Train hard. If the guy is doing 3 sets, you do 5 sets. If he's doing 10 reps, I'll do 20 reps. If he sleeps for 10 hours, I will sleep for 8 hours. But it's so true what he says. He talks about most people, there's 24 hours in a day, and they're not doing the work. They're wasting their time. They're too scared to commit. There's nothing he says I don't agree with. Everything he says relates to meeting an attractive woman on the streets. I'm going to be straight with you guys. When I first started, I didn't do 1 hour. I didn't do 1 hour on the street. I didn't do 2 hours. That wasn't enough. And I'm not bragging here. I'm just telling the truth. I did 5 to 8 hours a day. I was obsessed. And that's why I can, I've done a live stream here on Facebook, and a lot of people getting very, very upset with me and reactive because I said looks don't matter. Looks don't matter when you're confident. I knew I wasn't model looking when I started. I knew I was at a disadvantage. I knew everyone's going to doubt me. I knew I was an average guy in society's terms, but deep down, I knew I was a champion. I was never, ever going to be beaten down by school, bullies, my own fears, what society thinks about me, how women judge me. I weren't having it. So I literally would go out in London. I would start at around midday, and I was coming home at 8, 9 in the evening, and I had blisters on my feet. I remember getting to a point, I remember being in Trafalgar Square, and I was in so much pain. I had to sit down where I was doing so much approaching. I was walking around the whole of London, Victoria, all around London, approaching, and I was on my own. And this was when I was learning. And do you know what I was getting? You guys complain about your little, you reject. All I was getting was rejection, 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 rejection. Excuse me, you're really nice. Can I talk to you? No, I'm in a rush. You're nice, thank you. Can I get your number? No, I'm not interested in you. I just kept getting no, 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 no. I remember thinking, oh, this ain't gonna work. But the same as Schwarzenegger, yeah, I didn't quit, and I started to get results, and I failed at every single stage. I would fail in the approach. I would get nervous. I'd get awkward. I didn't know what to say. They'd walk away, or when I'd get the phone number, I wouldn't know how to text the girl. Then I'd probably come across too desperate, and then she would flake. Then when I'd go on the date, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to go for the kiss. I didn't. I was nervous. I was insecure. I'd fail at the date, and then the date would work out, and then I'd get to the last part where I'd go back to their place or my place or my friend's place, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I was too nervous. I couldn't physically escalate and make love. I was paralyzed with anxiety, and then I'd feel like a complete loser. I'd come home and think, you know what, I'm just worthless. I'm no good. I'm not good enough. I might as well be dead. That's how negative my demons were. But there was another part of me that said, no, that's not true. No, I don't believe that. I'm not having that. I will be successful at this. I will figure this out. I will get past this anxiety. And I did. And that's what Arnold Schwarzenegger did. He failed his way to success. It's not like he just came to Hollywood and went, can I do a film? And they went, yeah, yeah, yeah. It wasn't like that. They said no. He kept getting. So you guys have to understand that when you're going out and meeting women, you better get used to being told, no, I'm not interested in you. Rejection, rejection, rejection. But if you can go through it and you can develop confidence and courage and strength and masculine integrity, you will get the success. And the success always comes when you least expect it. I got blown out today. I don't care. What I care about is I pulled the trigger. And I enjoyed it, And it's not like every girl was like, some girls were really friendly, but they just weren't staying in the country. I spoke to a Turkish girl today, beautiful, lovely, very friendly. I wouldn't say she rejected me, but she was leaving tomorrow, and then she asked me for my Instagram, and I just thought, just leave it. I went up to another girl. I asked the girl out today in Costa Coffee when I bought this tea, and I thought she was going to say yes, and she smiled. And then I said, "Can you write your number down? I'll take you out sometime." She said, "No." I said, "No problem." She turned me down. It's okay to get rejected. Don't be so proud. I'm an expert, and everyone gets rejected. But that's how I've always attracted a beautiful girl. I was thinking about all the beautiful women I've dated, and this is not coming from ego. It's to help inspire people. It's always to tell the truth. It came off the back of many rejections. So you have to not quit. And the warrior's mindset is going through pain. So whether you're lifting weights, which I was today, and going through the pain of lifting weights, or you're going out speaking to women and they're turning you down, you have to not quit. You have to keep going, and then you get stronger. And of course, it works out in the end. You'll get the success. You don't get rejected forever. That's not plausible. I can't remember the age I went on my first date. I think I went on my first date at 16, actually. This was before day game or was even invented. Before, I think I asked, because I was quite brave as a kid, contradictory to being shy and anxious. I would occasionally pluck up the courage, and I asked to go out in the gym. We went cinema, and we kissed after, and then she turned me down. I was too desperate. I was falling in love. So 16, I think I was, and then a long period of no dates, a virgin till 21. So I can't, and it's true what Schwarzenegger is. When you succeed, you look back and you're grateful for the failures, because you go, if I didn't fail and go through these things, even though at the time it doesn't feel nice, I wouldn't have got to where I am. Same in business. When I first started out in business and teaching, the programs weren't filling up. It took a while. I was worried. I wasn't getting any clients. I quit my job. I was really worried about my income. But it just went bang, And yeah, loads. I went on loads of business meetings. Loads of people didn't work with me, but I knew, I was confident. I knew, and then loads did. It's a numbers game. Life is a numbers game. Success is a numbers game. If you ask enough women now, someone will say yes. If you meet enough clients, you'll get business. So I really do 100% agree with Arnold Schwarzenegger's mindset, and it's really old school. I like it, and it still works today. So, if anything, if the best bit of teaching I could give today, it's all about not being afraid to fail, and that's what the Fearless event is about next Sunday. It's about really going for it, and who dares wins. And there's a huge buzz. I know all of you know this. Even when you don't get what you want initially, there's no better feeling than going for what you want. So, for example, today I was on my way back. I got off the bus. I saw a beautiful looking woman, just at quick glance, blonde. I thought she looks probably from Eastern Europe. I need to go and tell her she's nice. I need to try at least and find out. So I just walked straight up to her. She's about to go in the coffee shop. Excuse me, turns around. I was just straight. I just said, "You're nice. You're interesting. You're really lovely. Where are you from?" And she was smiling. "Oh my God, I'm from Russia." She got shocked. And then I was just relaxed. I was just waiting. And she goes, "Oh," she was got a bit awkward because of the tension. She goes, "Oh, I've got to go." And I went, "It was just lovely to meet you." And that's it. Sometimes it's not about getting the number. It's not always about getting laid. It's not always. It's just taking part. And I've got to be honest. And I'm not pointing indirectly at I'm not pointing names out here. But I'm speaking broadly. A lot of you don't want to. Are scared to pull the trigger. And that's what I said today. And a lot of you like it. Some won't like it. I don't care. A lot of men today, they're not men. I mean, they're not behaving. They're not masculine. They've lost that thing. They've lost what's the name? I can't find the name. Yeah, they're punch shy. They can't pull the trigger. They're scared, to walk up to a girl and just go, "Hi, I like you." They've lost that core masculine thing, and I am helping guys to get that back. And it's almost like I let rip today, so I've kind of said all this already. They are, and one of the things I was trying to stress today was, I suppose it's the culture that we live in, but I don't buy into it or the conditioning. So I'm getting a bit emotional today. I can't even get my words out. I'm getting tongue tied. I'll answer your questions in a sec, guys. Like today, I'm hearing a lot of men acting like crybabies. "Oh, Johnny, you need to be really good looking to get women. That's why I fell." That's fucking bullshit. Sorry, I'm trying not to swear. I don't usually swear. It's a cop out. What a lot of guys say is, what they're really saying is, if I can find an excuse, if I can find an excuse and blame women or blame anyone or blame my appearance, I don't have to take action. Because the reality is, I'm not a cover model. I'm not the best looking guy. I'm not ashamed about that. I would say at best I'm average looking, maybe a little bit above. But I don't care about that. It's confidence. Women are attracted to confidence. And yes, there's going to be some women out there that are going to be more shallow, but they're not the sort of women I go for, and I'm sure you guys don't go for them. Most of my clients are not going to go for them. And there's beautiful women out there. So what I would say to guys who say it's completely their looks that's holding them back, but have you took action though? I could understand if a guy was at a disposition where he wasn't physically attractive, and then he went out and spoke to 3,000 women, they all turned him down. Then he would have a case for an argument. But these guys that come onto YouTube or are messaging me on Instagram or Facebook complaining and sending me like essays worth of, how unfair it is about their looks, I'm thinking, most of these guys, porn addictions, no self-control, trolling, judging other people online, just really, really immature stuff, not taking action. You've got to be a man. And it's just like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, it's how can I explain it and break it down so people can understand? One of the things, and this is what I'm doing, it's not even like he goes, it's about serving your community, and that's what I'm doing. And that could be on a little scale, that could be on a big scale. And there's a great joy in that. So it's about obviously fulfilling your own needs and then giving back. But a lot of the guys today, it's almost like they've become, it's almost like they're bitchy. I can't explain it. Like beta males, they've got no masculinity. There's no leadership. There's no kindness. There's no heart. There's no love. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's like the generation of today, the men have got no heart. They quit as soon as anything difficult. They quit like that. It's embarrassing. I wasn't brought up like that. My dad didn't bring me up like that. I wasn't around people like that, so I can't understand that mindset because they are like feminine men, and we need to celebrate masculinity. That's what being a man is. That's what women are attracted to, the same way we're attracted to femininity. So Arnold Schwarzenegger message really just triggered what I'm saying today to you guys. And the fearless events are all about helping you to be a man. And it's not about going, I'm a man, I'm a tough guy. I've never, not that type of insecure, egotistical, bullying type of alpha male. I don't like bullying. And any man who bullies is not strong. He's an idiot. So it's about, being a champion, having a champion's mindset and being a gentleman. And instead of going out and then speaking to women and getting angry at women or blaming them, just be a gentleman. Be classy in defeat. So you've noticed in my videos when women turn me down, I just go, okay, no problem, have a great day. He's a lucky man, all the best. I don't start swearing at them or complaining or going, oh, it's because of my looks. So it's not really because of your physical looks, it's because of your confidence. It's, confidence, courage, masculinity. So the champion's mindset Arnold Schwarzenegger is talking about embodies all this. And that's, all this will make a man of you. So let's get some questions going. I can't make that decision for you, Lesbot. So I wouldn't recommend plastic surgery, but you're your own person. You do what you think's best for you. Do I think modern society suppresses masculinity? Of course it does. Of course it does. I don't want to get down a negative one because I really want to have a positive message today because there's enough negativity in the world. And the good thing is, again, it's so easy to go, oh, feminism, oh, this or that. And I know that these things are going on, but at the end of the day, like Arnold Schwarzenegger says, and I say, if you want to make excuses and start blaming people, then that's an easy way out of you taking action. And at the end of the day, a lot of you are always asking me about, what are women going to think if you speak to them in the street? Or, it's a big world. Most of the women that I speak to, they are great about it. Like no one got upset today for me approaching. I spoke to a Russian woman. She was very polite, very happy for me to speak to her. This conversation got cut short. She was in a rush. I spoke to a Turkish girl. She was really pleased. She asked me for my Instagram. So it can't be that bad, can it? Men going out and approaching women in public. If that was the case, then every woman I'd go up to would be swearing at me and saying, you're harassing me. And that never happens to me. So when you've got a positive mindset, which is a champion's mindset, you tend to not focus on all of the negatives. And I really didn't want to be speaking about these political issues. You guys have probably noticed I never really speak about it on my channel. But a few friends and people have said, Johnny, you need to talk about this. And I didn't want to speak about this stuff because a lot of it's negative. And it's going to end up making me feel negative. But sometimes we do have to speak our mind. That's being a man. We have to speak up. I am, Jordan Peterson, great man. I know that this man is not perfect, but I'm just going to say it. Donald Trump, he's a proper man. He's a man, and he's doing. Listen, he's a man. That's what I'm going to say. Johnny Berba, I'm a man. Arnold Schwarzenegger, a man. No one's claiming to be perfect, but at the end of the day, as a culture, if we don't wake up soon, what's going to happen to men? They're just going to, I don't even know. I don't even know. So I'm sure you guys kind of know what I'm trying to get across. And there are a lot of women out there that really want masculine men like me, like you guys. They want a man to approach them with class and with respect. And I never advocate any of my students or through any of my YouTube videos. I never advocate any kind of like woman hating or anything like that. I don't agree with that. But at the same time, I don't agree with men being pussies and being weak and being suppressing their masculinity, because that's what's going to cause mental health problems. Because we're men, we are innately masculine. If you take our masculinity away, that's like taking our soul away. So any sort of group or movement that is attacking masculinity, I don't agree with it. So that's my political views on that matter. Obviously, by my videos, you could tell that. But I'm a man of faith. I believe in God, and I believe God wants us to be men. And otherwise, I mean, if it's so bad for a man to go out and meet women in public, then you have to ask the question: how did your mum and dad meet then? How did they get together? They met, they had sex, right? And that's why I'm here. That's why you guys are here. So I'm just kind of getting some things out of my system, because I've been attacked by certain media outlets quite a while ago. The BBC did a documentary about me. Obviously, they twisted it. They lied. They said that I was one of Britain's most sexist men. It's completely not true. It couldn't be anything further from the truth. Anyone who knows me knows that I love and respect women. And you know, I've also been criticised by other groups in the dating industry, accusing me of being, I don't know what the word is, but almost like I'm being too lenient as a man, which is absolute rubbish. So, yeah, we're all born with a purpose. And that's what my whole teaching is about. So this is the thing I noticed on my 6 weeks program. I get quite a lot of guys that are naturally quite masculine, and they're very easy to teach. But I do get a proportionate amount of clients who I can tell that they do need a father figure. They do need a masculine friend or mentor to kind of help them to build their confidence up. And I believe, not obviously, there is a balance. It's nice that men have got, of course, you don't want to be masculine every minute of every day. That's unnatural. But at the core, our masculinity is very, very important, not just with regards to going out and meeting women, for us to serve our community. How are you going to build communities? How are you going to serve other people? How are you going to help, you know, your wife or your family if you can't fulfill your role as a man and be masculine? It ain't going to happen. And that's what's happened to this generation. It's like they've become the, sorry if I don't get my words right all the time. I get my words wrong, but you know what I'm trying to get across. The men today are like, it's like their souls have been ripped out. They're not masculine. They are stuck on keyboards all day. They're on Facebook every day, Twitter. And I go on it, but it serves a good purpose, and I'm not on it all the time. I'm in person with people, as you can see, clients, friends, family. So the men today, they are, like I said, they've become gun shy. They can't do the basic things. They're kind of stuck at their parents' place. They don't know how to set their own businesses up. They don't know how to live in the world. And this is shocking. So we're really trying to encourage a positive message on this channel. And it's really good that we do get a lot of support from women. If you notice in my videos, I went through some of my videos, and yes, it's mainly a male audience, but there's a lot of women going, love your work, really appreciate the teaching. That, you know, I've had loads of messages from women. So this is not an anti-woman channel. I don't support anything like that. I don't like any extremist thing. I don't like extreme feminism. There's a healthy part of feminism that I like, or women obviously having rights and stuff like that. That's great, but I don't like the negative stuff. I stay away from it. So they're my views on it. So what I'm really trying to get at is, you know, bringing back the old school man, a man of action. You know, not just a theorist, a guys who just sit down and intellectually read stuff, you know, and talk too much. There's a lot of guys online. They're very cocky. You know, they will insult me. There's so much bravado, but they never ever confront you in person. They ain't got the balls to do it. When I say, okay, if you're harassing me and you're insulting me and threatening me, let's meet one on one. Then let's go for a coffee in central London. I'm not threatening you, but you want to say all these things online, and then it goes quiet. They never ever meet in person. So yeah, no more keyboard warriors, and that's why I'm really grateful that I really do attract nice people, good clients. They're just really good guys to work with. So I kind of had to get this out because it's need to be said today. You can kind of see it with this generation. It just feels like it's getting worse, and I just think it's coming to a point where men don't really know who they are. They don't know their role, and I'm very aware of my role as a man. And a big part for me as a man is to serve other men, is to help, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I love to do, and that's masculine. And I think sometimes guys forget that. They think masculine is bullying other men and competing. That's not. That's not. Masculine is about, of course, it's about going out and you've got to feed your family. You've got to fill your own needs. We all have to be selfish to ourselves to a certain extent. But the greatest joy, Arnold Schwarzenegger is right, is in helping other people. So when you see another man down, you help him. But the type of men today, they don't want to help a man when he's down. They want to attack him, cowardly, and they don't want to help themselves. So hopefully this message will kind of wake you up and make you think, I don't want to be like that. So that's why I've talked a lot about, I use good role models like Arnold Schwarzenegger because it's all about discipline, mindset. Yeah. So any questions you've got, fire ahead. So I think, it's almost like you've got this whole sort of generation of intellectuals who they're almost like, oh, I'm too proud to get rejected. It's like, you're not a man. You're acting like a bitch. You're telling me that you're going to sit down and judge other men that take an action and serving a purpose and serving their community and benefiting society through building businesses, giving value. The YouTube videos that I make when I go out and approach women, they change people's lives. It's easy to look at the surface of it and go, this man is going out and he's teaching men to be a womanizer and I'm not, or he's teaching men to go out and sleep with those women, which I'm not. When you look at the message properly, it's going, this man is helping men who have got mental health problems, who've got anxiety, and it's paralyzing them in their life, and they want to meet a girlfriend. It's normal, isn't it? How are you going to start a family? And Tinder's not working for them. Tinder is dreadful. Don't even get me started with Tinder. Online dating is a disaster, and it's just full of dishonesty and it's full of bollocks and fakeness. So men are having to resort back to the old ways. And 95% of my good relationships came from the street. So why would I change it? I didn't need to use drugs and alcohol and bollocks and nightclubs. I could just go out, be myself, and meet great women. So, excuse me. So, these men that want to sit behind keyboards and intellectualize and rationalize their own bullshit and point fingers at people like myself and you guys because they're jealous deep down that they don't have the confidence and the courage to go out and take action. And it's not just about taking action with women. That's just a percentage of it. There's some women out there that put men to shame. There's women out there now, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, they put all of you to shame. They might put me, they're taking more action than you are in their life, and they're running businesses or just in their own way, whatever they're doing. So taking action is my core message. It's going, going to the gym, taking action. Respecting your parents. Maybe your mum and dad are struggling financially and you're doing well. You go and help your mum and dad out financially. That's taking action. Taking action for me is about it's basically about good values, good morals, integrity, and it's taking action in a positive way. So when I'm encouraging men to go out and take action, I'm not encouraging men to go out and disrespect women or abuse women. I've never encouraged that. I'm not about that. I'm saying treat women with respect, but be a man, be confident. Don't be a little coward. Don't be a nice guy. Don't be going up to women and lying to them and trying to trick your way into getting them into bed. I don't teach that stuff. It's about being straight and honest. And that's what I like. I don't know everything about the man, but that's what I like about Donald Trump's communication. He don't fuck about. He doesn't bullshit. speaks his mind. And that's why a lot of people like him, a lot of people don't like him. That's why a lot of people like me and a lot of people do not like me, because I speak my mind. And some shows that I like, they won't bring me on their show. And I know why they won't bring me on their show, because I'm not politically correct. I'll just tell the truth. And they're too frightened to bring me on their show because I'm going to make them feel uncomfortable by telling the truth, cutting the bullshit. I'll tell the truth about the dating industry, what works. Whatever I'm pursuing, I'm going to tell the truth. So being a man is about telling the truth. And this culture today is like, I mean, people today are afraid to post up something on Facebook. That's really, really shocking. Most people won't even do a YouTube live like what I'm doing because they're scared about being judged. We're so scared about being judged. It has become pathetic. If you live your whole life like that, you're going to be in prison. I'd rather be dead, to be honest. I'm being straight. Living every day worrying about what everyone thinks about me. I can't take a shit or a piss. I can't speak to a woman. I can't be a man of God. I know I'm swearing a lot, but this is passion. I can't go and contribute to society because I'm worried about what this group over here is going to think about me. No, I'm not living like that. I'm not living like that. No way. I'd rather die. I'd rather die than be a coward. So that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's mindset. That's Bruce Lee's mindset. All the great men. And of course, it's easy to point fingers, and because people will always try and bring people down that are great. They'll go, "Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger cheated on his wife. He had affairs." It's like, well, everyone has cheated. Everyone has got baggage. No one's perfect, and I'm making sense here. So, this is how I see it. So, yeah, I just thought it was really inspiring, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and even now, I think he's in his 70s or his 80s, and he's just congruent. He's still sharing the same message, a positive message. Hey, I like talking to women, but only small. Elaborate on that. I don't understand what you mean. Do you mean only small talk? Who's coming to the Phyllis event next Sunday? I'll tell you what's happening, what's going down. So the Fearless event is what it says in the title. It's helping you to become fearless in your life. It's helping you to use your fear, face your fear with your confidence. I'm going to give a 20-minute talk. Then we're going to do some pad work to get you in the habit of doing physical activities as a group. And then we're going to do an hour taster session. I'm going to take you out, and we are going to practice speaking to women in public with honesty and starting conversations. So it's going to be a workshop. And then after that, we're going to sit down, we're going to do a Q&A, and we're going to have great conversations, and you'll be able to make friends with like-minded people. And it's basically a healthy thing. It's getting you guys off the internet and the keyboard and getting people meeting in person. And we're going to have a really great time. So if you want to be a part of it, then drop and email me to book your place. We've got a lot coming already. So here's my email. Yeah, you guys should definitely check out the Arnold Schwarzenegger video. It's the title of this live stream. It's called The Mindset of a Champion, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's about 8 or 9 minutes long. And there's other videos. I watched loads of footage last night of him. I got really sort of into it again. I'm going to shed some light on, I want to share some things lately that I know that will help you guys of going out and meeting women. And one of the things I've been talking to my friend about, and I will make a video separately, it's really important that you guys, if you're from London or England, it's important that you, the taster session is great, an hour. It's important that you, when you're going out, you do go to different areas to meet women. So, for example, for me, I spent many years approaching women in central London, and that was good. But now, for me, it's got boring. I like to go to different areas. And the reason why you go to different areas is because look, it's all about opportunities. It's all about creating opportunities for yourself, and it's a numbers game. If you walk around your local town every day and you approach women, you're going to get bored eventually. Okay, so it's good to do it for a while. Move around. If you're in London, try East London. It's a great place in England. Do South London, do West London, do North London. Don't just do Central London. And that's why I'll give you guys a little bit of a heads up. My new infill videos are not going to be in Central London for a while, because I've done so many YouTube videos, and I think people think that's all I do. They've got an idea. Maybe people think I'm just assuming. It doesn't bother me, but maybe people think, oh, he just goes Central London and approaches tourists, because that's been kind of a common thing in the dating industry, and that's not true. I approach all different girls. I've been all around London. I've dated women from all different cultures. I've got a really wide thing. So I think Oxford Circus is overrated. I'm literally right near Oxford Circus. I went there today. I'll be honest with you. I don't like Oxford Circus to approach women, but I would still encourage guys to try it, because someone who's not from London, let's just say someone from Poland or any country, Germany or Africa, France, wherever, if they've come to London for the first time, they come to Oxford Circus, they're going to love it, because it's busy, it's big. But when you've grown up in London all your life, which I've grown up in West London, I'm bored of Oxford Circus business. So it's just keeping things fresh, keeping things exciting. And I would say, guys, if you're going for a stage at the moment where you're going out and approaching and you're getting sticking points or flakes, or you're not meeting the right one, or you're not getting enough dates, or it just isn't connecting, it's because you need to change things up. That's what I did. I spent, when I was going out for 8 hours a day, it wasn't just in Trafalgar Square and Oxford Circus. I would go to Victoria, I would go to Kensington, I'd go to Knightsbridge, I'd go to Paddington. I'd go to parks, I would go to Covent Garden, I would go to St. Paul's, I would go to Liverpool Street, I'd go to Shoreditch, I'd go to Camden, I would go all around. And then I would predominantly find the places that I liked more, down the South Bank. So I am going to do a video, because I've done one years ago, it's popular, where I will, show you different places to meet women. But I'm just going to do it in the infill videos anyway. But yeah, there will be a lot more infill videos coming. There was a point where I was never going to do them again. I got sick and tired of being beaten down and criticized for putting infill videos out, and people saying it's wrong or this or that. But having a lot of time out to think about it, I disagree. I think it's fine. It's not illegal to film infill videos. I checked with the law. I've mentored a few police officers, and I asked one of them, and he said, no, it's not against the law. You're not harassing women. You're allowed to film you approaching women and getting numbers on camera. And I've looked at the legal things of filming. There's obviously grey area. If I'd done a video and then a girl said, can you take my video down from YouTube? It's really distressing me. I would take that video down. I'm not a nasty person. But at the same time, I'm not going to stop making videos, because they're so helpful. They stop men from committing suicide. I'm not being dramatic. I know they do. I get emails from people, and they help women. The more men I help to approach women, the more women are gonna get boyfriends. Think about that. No one's ever said that in a dating industry, I don't think. I'm just kind of sticking up for other coaches as well. The more men that I train up and coach on my programs and get them confident and make them honest with women, the more women are going to be in relationships. How could that be a bad thing for society? So I just wanted to get a few things across today, because I get a lot of questions from guys sort of asking me, what are my values? Where am I at? Why haven't I done the infill videos? Some of the last infill videos I've got permission from women, but I can't get permission from every girl. That's not possible. And when people like the BBC and documentary makers, they didn't get my permission to put me on the BBC and shame me. They didn't say, oh, do you mind? Will it hurt your parents' feelings? They didn't care. It could have ruined my life. It didn't ruin my life, and it didn't affect my family. But they didn't ask me to slap me all over and to, manipulate the footage. But, I can take it like a man. That was in the past. I forgive them. We move on. You can't make omelets without breaking eggs, whatever they say. So, and we do our best in infill videos. I don't put in their personal information, their numbers, or their address, or their workplaces. We edit that out. We try our best not to show their faces, but it isn't illegal to show a face, but it's not a bad thing. Like I said, we're not going out and harming. We're just illustrating and demonstrating to help men to overcome their anxiety, the social phobia with talking to women and building relationships. Why is that bad? But it's okay to go on Tinder and these sex sites and all of these sleazy, or Love Island that promote cheating. I'm not promoting all that. Mine is a clean, healthy message. I'm encouraging men to go out and build healthy relationships with women and talk to women as a means or a way of being better with people. How could that be bad? I'm just having to justify the negativity that's been thrown at me. I've spoke to Christians that have said, "We love what you do. It's great." It doesn't say in the Bible, or that it's bad or evil to speak to a woman in public. If it's got to a point where you're not allowed to speak to a woman in public, then we're basically being enslaved, and we're living in a matrix where we have no freedom. To some extent we are, but we can break out of that by improving our thinking and our consciousness. I've gone kind of deep today. I don't know if I've rabbited on a bit, but I had to get these things out. Yeah, and a lot of my clients that I work with, they want to go and speak to them on the street because they want to get better at making friends. And I'm not in the business of teaching guys how to be players. There's guys that do that, and I'm not about that. I'm about helping men to get into relationships and be honest. So they're my values, and I also make the videos to help anyone, even to help women as well. It's great. I had a woman write to me. She follows all of my she watches my live streams, some of them. She loves my infill videos. She went out and approached men, and she got a date. And she sent, I've got the message in my Facebook, got the proof. I'll keep it. You never know, I might need it in the future, because the powers that be are always trying to stop the good that we're doing. So it's helped women as well, and it's changed my life. I've met friends all around the world. All of my clients have come mostly through my YouTube videos and the interviews, and all of the good things have come mainly. So most of it is positive. We're going to finish this live stream in about 15 to 20 minutes. So any questions you guys got, fire ahead. Yeah, believe me, there are some women that go and approach. Listen, guys, I've got to tell you this. I was out the other day. I'd done some approaching. I had a great time, and I met a lovely German girl, and she was actually just coming from a workshop. I won't say the name of the company because I don't like dropping company names, but it was it wasn't a pickup company, but it was something similar. She was on a workshop where they take women out and men and get them to speak to people, and I stopped her, and we both just connected really well. I didn't end up getting a number because she wasn't staying here, but she was on a course, and I said, "I love what you're doing. You're improving yourself." I didn't go into the depths of what I do, but I told her that I do something similar. So it was just nice to meet people. And that's the great thing about going out in public. Now, let's focus on the positive. You meet so many nice women, believe me. I'm going to get this on camera like I've done before. Let's be intelligent, guys. If you look at most of my approaches online, majority of the approaches I do, the women are lovely, they're friendly, they love me coming up to them, they give me their phone number. I know it was a while ago. Actually, I'm not bragging. I feel like my ego, but I've got viral videos of me and the girl are French kissing after 5 minutes. I didn't plan that, and even the videos where a woman might turn me down, I've always made their day. So it's very rare you see a video where a girl's like, "Go away! Why did you come up to me?" That I don't think it's so rare, in the amount of things. So sometimes people say, "Oh, it's negative what you're doing," but when you look at the facts, it's not negative. The results don't show that. So I think it's a great thing what you guys are doing, what we're doing, going out and learning how to meet women, because I wouldn't have fell in love. And so many of the clients I've seen the changes that my coaching has helped them to make, not just with the confidence that they gained on a 6 weeks program with speaking to women, but it's improved their relationships with their mum and dad. It's improved their relationships at work, or it's got them to quit a job they don't like and set up a job that they do like. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I agree, Paulius. We're just trying to better ourselves, you know what I mean? And I love women. I really do. I really appreciate women. Um, and I always had a frustration when I was younger. I didn't like nightclubs. I always knew it was fake. I didn't like the way the men and the women were behaving. I didn't feel right in these places. I'd never liked online dating. And when I first got introduced to this new world that I could speak to a woman in public anywhere, anytime, and I could just crack a conversation open and just have a great human connection, I was just hooked on it. And now I've got the passion back. I don't know if you guys can tell, because I did lose it for a while. I've been doing this for 13 years. I'm single again. Well, technically, it's kind of complicated because I'm in love with a girl at the moment. She's in love with me, but she's in another country. And she knows what I do, and I'm not cheating on her or anything like that. We're not an item, but we love each other a lot. We've been seeing each other, but she's in another country. So I'm going to go out myself and start dating again, and I can't wait to put the info videos out. And these fearless events are going to be great because um, it just feels like, you know, the old days when I started. It was really nice running workshops and getting guys to go out and speak to them, and I don't really know what more to say. So I've got the passion back, but I just wanted to clear a few things up today. But yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger's mindset is so inspiring. Like he's way more inspiring than I am. But what I like about Schwarzenegger, he's got a way of making you. He inspires you to inspire yourself. That's what I always encourage guys. You know, don't worship any man, but get inspired, and then go and be your own man. So I am not a guru, and I don't want to be like, oh, worship. This really makes me feel funny. But I like to set an example, and then men can go out and go, yeah, I found the confidence now, Johnny. I can do it myself. Yeah, it's true, Andy. You know, on the streets, there's no competition. Pubs competition, online dating. So I don't compete in these environments because I know what the outcome is going to be: negativity, ego, destruction, darkness. It's, you know, it doesn't work for me. So intelligence is about knowing environments that are not going to be. They're not good for you. I'll make a great guru. Well, I don't want to be a guru because I'm just a man and I'm not perfect, and I never claim to be. But I like being a teacher or a coach. So I don't know if you guys have enjoyed today. It's been quite different, but it's been refreshing. You know? Guys, one of the points I've made and I stuck to it, I'm a man of my word, was I'm much more, the same things happened last time, I forgot the word. I'm being a lot more intimate now with people that comment on my videos, because there was a while where, obviously I'm only human, I was getting so many comments, I just sort of got numb to it. I forgot that these are actually real human beings that comment on my video. And obviously when I meet you in person and you're like, oh, I'm the guy who writes on your video, I'm Paulius, I'm like, oh, it becomes real. But it's not my fault, obviously. I'm sure you guys have the same thing sometimes. So what I'm doing now is I try and answer every comment. So if you've got any questions, or if you like one of my videos, or if you don't like it, or if I can improve something, or just, you know, leave a comment on the video and I will respond to it and have a chat with you. I personally do that. It's been great. On the last live stream, there's been 20 comments, and I'll be really honest and open with you. It's great for me, for my business and for the channel, because the more comments that you guys write, I think YouTube ranks it higher and it gets the work out more. It makes me go viral. I can help more people, and it helps you. You're helping me, I'm helping you, and that's what it should be about. So I really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, if you leave a comment. Like I said, if you don't like the video, just have an opinion. Be a man, speak your mind. And to be honest, if it wasn't for, I don't know who said it, but a couple of people a year ago, you know, made comments about my weight gain and I was out of shape. Sometimes criticism is good for you, because sometimes what hurts you in the short run, it's changed my life. Because I looked at those comments and thought, and went, actually, they're right. I am overweight. I do look out of shape. It's not good. I'm supposed to be setting an example. That got me in the gym. I've been training for months now, and now I've lost the weight. And my belly isn't coming out of my shirt now. So I wanted to get in shape. So when I make the new and full video, I can set a good example for men and hopefully inspire you to get into shape. So sometimes there's a difference between hate and trolling. They weren't hate and trolling, they were just being honest. So, that's another thing that Schwarzenegger talks about, being able to take healthy criticism and make changes on yourself and not get upset or reactive. The criticism can be your best teacher. And that's kind of the same thing when you're going out and meeting women. If you get rejected by a girl, and sometimes, yes, women can be rude, people can be rude, don't take it personal. It does toughen you up, believe me. I've worked with guys that have been in the army and they're terrified to go and speak to women. So let's not undervalue and underestimate, even though I do get upset sometimes. I say it, guys are like cowards. It does take a lot of balls and courage for a man to walk up to a woman in the park, on the street, in public, and speak to her with honesty and be straight with her. So it really does build a lot of confidence. Any questions? Fire ahead, I'm going to answer them. What else is there? So just to sort of go over the last things of Arnold Schwarzenegger, his main concepts, if you want to build success in any area, and he always says that, he says it doesn't have to be bodybuilding, it could be with women, it could be acting, business, it could be your personal goal. I know some of you like art, you're artists. He says you want to have a vision of where you want to get to. You need to work your ass off, so you need to work hard. There's no shortcuts. You need to love the pain. No pain, no gain. You've got to go through pain to grow and succeed. You need to not be afraid to fail. And he says one of the things they learned in the bodybuilding industry, you will fail if you want to be great. So Arnold Schwarzenegger said that he failed at lifting 500 pounds 10 times, he said, or 11, and then he got it on the 11th time. And that's a metaphor for my videos, isn't it? Most of the videos you see me, I don't get it right straight away. I might fail, 10 women might blow me out, or I might mess up, or I might, you see me getting awkward, and I'm quite socially awkward in a lot of my conversations, but I always find my feet and confidence after. Then I get the anxiety goes, my confidence comes, and then I get the result. And the students do the same, which is even more important. You've seen Aiden's courage from where he started to where he is now. You've seen Daniel, David. So look at the results of the students that I've coached in 60 programs. See their example, and that will inspire you to go and do it for you. I recommend Rick Drayson's channel. He used to train with Arnold. He talks about the golden years. I'll check him out. That sounds good. Or I'll make a note of that. But yeah, I love the bodybuilders. I watch a lot of them. Rich Gaspari, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, Lee Priest. I'm a big fan of, I don't want to be a bodybuilder, but I do weight training. And there's something about that I love. So, if anything, the mindset of a champion is just brilliant from Schwarzenegger. It makes you feel good. It gives you permission. It's okay to fail in life. I think sometimes we forget that. We get so caught up in our egos in our head. We think, oh, I'm scared to go and ask that girl out because what if she says no to me? If she turns me down, my whole identity is ruined. That's not true. One girl saying no, a million girls could say no. There's so many more. You'll meet someone else. Failure equals success. Les Brown, Johnny Berba, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Failure equals success. If you want to succeed big, you've got to put it on the line. And that's what I'm doing at the Fearless event. I'm putting it all on the line. The event could be a disaster. It could go great. I believe it will go great. Yeah, we're going to be talking a lot about fitness and weight training on this channel, which is the reason why I had to get myself in shape. I didn't really want to be talking about fitness and weight training and being overweight because no one's going to listen to me. So guys, always try and be a great example and live what you teach, because at the end of the day, as men, we're not going to you're not going to respect someone fully if they're not practicing what they're preaching. So if I just spoke for 8 years about meeting women, but I never demonstrated it, I wouldn't have had the following. People just wouldn't have bought it. So just try and really live by these virtues, practical action, which is the core message of this channel. Whatever you're scared of, change your mindset and go and face it. And do not be afraid to fail. I failed today. Today I'm a failure with women. I spoke to 7 to 10. No numbers, no dates. That's okay. That's okay. Life goes on. There's a success waiting for me next day. A few months ago, I was dating a beautiful woman. Now she's not in my life. So learning, But if I was to sit at home and let the fear beat me in the voices and go, oh, I'm too scared to go out, I'm going to leave it, I don't want to get rejected, no success. Same in business. Same with the YouTube videos. A lot of videos I've done lately have failed. They've not gone viral. They've not got as many views as my old videos. But am I going to get upset about that? No, I'm going to get inspired by that. Why haven't my videos done as well as the old videos? Well, because the old videos, not all of them, they're better. They're more. There's more energy in them. So and at the end of the day, I don't know. I hope I made sense today. I feel like I rambled a bit, but I was just speaking from the heart. And I'm really enjoying this. And I'm telling you guys, I'm really grateful for you coming on my channel. I'm grateful for you supporting me. I'm grateful for you criticizing me, because you're helping me to be a better man. And I just want to help as many men as I can. And I just want to keep placing my fears and pushing limits. And I almost want to be like I want to create a platform. It's okay to fail, it's just part of it. Do I think that all these dating tips put romance out of the picture? So I didn't really understand your question. Can you explain that more? All this leads to you push yourself more, you get self, anything less. Yeah, and I personally, man, like I just thought of Conor McGregor. I love a man who puts it all on the line. McGregor got beaten by Mayweather. McGregor got beaten by Khabib. But how can you judge a man who puts it all on the line? It's easy for people to criticize him, but they're not getting in the cage. They're not making millions. But look at the victories that he's had. At the end of the day, I'm not a massive Anthony Joshua fan. Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Reid, got knocked out, but he's putting himself on the line. Most men are not doing that. He's a champion. He's made millions. He's, Tyson Fury, he puts it all on the line. Wilder, so I'm sure you guys know what I'm trying to get at today. Put it all on the line. Take a risk. Take a 6 weeks program with me. Invest the money, risk it. Because I know a lot of you are scared. I'm scared to spend the money. What if I get ripped off? What if it doesn't work out? You ain't going to grow like that with that mindset. Of course, it's good to be obviously cautious, but if you're so cautious, then you're not going to grow. Then nothing is trustworthy. You have to invest. I invested in thousands of pounds on a mentor. It changed my life. Invest in yourself. Yeah. I mean, McGregor, he lost in 12 rounds with boxing. McGregor, the man's an animal. Well, no, McGregor didn't go 12 rounds with Mayweather, to correct you. I think he got knocked, he got stopped in the 10th or the 11th. But you're kind of pretty right. He did really well against Mayweather. He's never had a boxing match fight. He's the best boxer, arguably ever, and done really well against him. He risked it. He put it on the line. I just respect that. So Arnold put it all on the line. Johnny Berba puts it all on the line. That's why you guys love me. That's why you love my videos. I don't think you like the videos because I'm perfect or successful all the time. You like it because I put it all on the line. In those videos, a lot of times I get turned down by women, but I don't quit. I don't get defeated. I keep going. And I've had countless clients say to me, I took your 6 weeks program, not because the successes you got on YouTube, I knew you were good, but because you showed the failures. I trusted you when you showed the failures, because when I saw you fail, it proved to me that it's okay for me to fail and then I can succeed. And also, people have said they like my honesty, that I, as a business or as a person, I am not trying to paint a picture that I'm perfect and I can make programs that are going to get 100% success rate for clients, which is not possible. Nothing's 100%. I'm great, man. I couldn't be any better. So put it all on the line. That's what Arnold Schwarzenegger inspired me to say. I'll be honest with you guys, well, even doing these new live streams, I had a natural bit of anxiety, because I'm so used to talking about my field of expertise, which is confidence, social anxiety, speaking to women. But I'm going into new environments and I'm loving it. I'm glad that my friend Adam pushed me in and said, do different things, talk about Love Island, talk about politics, talk about dating, talk about fitness, talk about business. I want to show that I want to grow as a person, and you guys are pushing me. Well, you just kind of hit me with that, and I always feel awkward when people speak about death, because it traumatized me, losing someone in my family. I don't really have the answer to that. As I said, I'm not a guru, so I've always said before, when people ask me questions, I'm not going to answer them for the sake of answering. I don't know how to answer that. I'm sorry that you lost your friend, that your friend passed away. I really don't know what to say other than I'm sorry, man. Love Island makes you angry. I personally don't watch it. I spoke about it because it was relevant. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to get a positive message out for guys, man, and just raise some awareness on mental health, create a positive message, get guys in a good relationship. Make the men genuine. Make men genuine. And one thing that I love about what we've got going here, there's a lot of positivity in the live streams. I don't see any of you. There's no trolling. It's great. Really good. I was telling my friend, I was saying in my live streams, the guys are great. I'm surprised how positive it is. So I'll tell you what I'm doing, even as a business, and there's no trickery with this. I'll just be straight and transparent. I said this on my stream yesterday. I want to get you guys from the stream, from the live stream, build a relationship with all of you, or many as I can, help you, get you happy in your life, get you confident, get you dating, get you taking action, but get you in person making friendships together. Yeah, in the most easygoing, natural way. Like I said, I'm not a guru and I'm not trying to create like a weird cult. I'm definitely not about that. So, that's what we're encouraging you. And we know that not every single one of you is going to come to the event because you're going to be a bit nervous, whatever. But take that leap of faith. And the events are free, so there's no excuses. The Fearless events are free. Obviously, my other programs are paid, but most of the stuff I do is free. This is free. The Fearless events are free. The infill videos are free. All of the YouTube stuff free. So I really appreciate if you guys can share my videos. I'm trying to get my video to go to 1 million hits. Can you guys please help me to do that? I'll share the video again. I know I might be driving you guys mad. I shared it in yesterday's stream. I really want to try and get a video of 1 million hits. I'll post the video in. It's got 402,000 views. I do believe that the future infill videos I make, I will get 1 million hits. It's one of my goals. It would be nice to get more viral videos, but that's not the prime reason why I do it. I do the videos because I love them. Johnny, you're not a cult leader. You're just a guy trying to help men. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I have my own anxieties naturally about today because there's a lot of great people out there helping people, but of course, there's a lot of I'm not going to start badmouthing people. That's not my way. But there's a lot of gurus that are, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea, and I never want to be a guru. So that's why I say it. And there's some good gurus out there, but it's just not my purpose. I'm a teacher and a mentor, and I'm just a normal guy that any of you will relate to if you meet me in person. So today's been really good. Right, so I'll share the video. I'm sure you guys have watched this. Right. This is my most popular infill video, 402,000 views. It would be great to get this up more. I'll put it in the group. Guys, only one of you commented on it yesterday. If you could like and share this video, you might have done it already. You've probably definitely seen it. It's probably my favorite infill video. I was a bit younger, 5 years ago, and it went global, it went viral, and it has helped so many men, and there's so much feedback on it. And like I said, even if you want to criticize the video, all news is good news. So if you could share that video, like it, that'd be great. Do you think men focus so much on dating tips that love and romance becomes second priority for them? That's a good point. I haven't really thought about that. I have to take some time to process that question because I've been talking so deep today about other stuff. There could be some truth in that. I don't know. I need time to process that right now. But thanks for your question, John. That's a good point. What Lesbos said about attracting the woman first before we move into falling in love and romance. And I think I've got deja vu. I think I spoke about that with Lesbos in a previous live stream. How do you charm girls? You charm them by being yourself. And then your next question will be, well, how do I be myself? You've got to get the confidence to be yourself. And that comes through practicing the transition of not being comfortable in who you are and then getting comfortable. The thing I don't understand, why are men so worried about getting girls and laid? I don't always understand it. It's an ego thing. It's kind of natural. But we're not really about this on the YouTube channel. What about if you have two selves? Well, we all have two selves. Listen, we've all got, all of us have got a facade. Obviously, we're human, and we've all got a good self and a negative self, or an authentic self. So it's about the common sense, recognizing the person that you really are, as opposed to the person that you're really not. And that's really just about, it's common sense, really, but it's practicing it. Or many selves, yeah. So, any of you coming into the Fearless event on Sunday? We've got, I think I've got to check the emails. It's more than 10, maybe about 15 now. Let me know if you want to come at a Fearless event. It's next Sunday, Central London. Starts at 1, finishes at 3. An hour of approaching taste session. We'll keep it really simple. Marco Frisso, if I'm not mistaken, didn't we work together, Marco, or is it a different Marco? Because I've got a good memory. Didn't we do the weekend program a couple of weeks ago? If it's the wrong person, I'm sorry. I'm sure it's you. Yeah, we've all got many selves conflicting. Yeah, I've always said before, one of the things I realized about social anxiety, and a lot of people ain't going to tell you this, is that everyone suffers with social anxiety. Oh, nice one, Mark. Everyone suffers with it. It's just a question of, oh, awesome. How do you deal with your social anxiety? I mean, I have social anxiety, and a lot of people would be surprised by that, but I manage it better. I go out, I teach, I meet people, I do public. I just keep socializing, and it does go away for me in periods, and sometimes it comes back. But I think there is a difference between someone who's got severe social anxiety to the point where they can't interact with people, and someone who's got it where they can control it. So it's really about getting control, and that's a big part of my core message. Help men to take action, help them to conquer their social anxiety or get it to a level where they can control it, and it's not stopping them from making friends and getting a girlfriend. Yeah. Well, if you just spend all your time on the internet, you're going to have very bad social anxiety, which is why I said today, unfortunately, the generation of men are becoming very beta male, massive social anxiety, mental health problems, because too much time spent on the internet and not meeting people in person. So come to the Fearless workshop, and it's going to help you to overcome suicide as well. I am going to be talking, because I realize it's popular, I will be doing another live stream talking about mental health, about suicide, social anxiety, depression, because it's a big one. Any chance of the ARNI impression? I did the ARNI impression earlier. I'll try and do it again, but I'm a bit out of character. Yes, Lesbos, I've been speaking to my business. I don't want to use the word business partner. That sounds really weird for me, but we're doing a project together, and we spoke about the excitement and there is so much potential for me to do bootcamp support. I will be doing bootcamp support. There's big things coming for Johnny Berba. I'm going all out this year, all out in business, in my vision. I want to help as many guys as I can, and I am not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to fail. I failed before, I've succeeded before. My biggest fear is to not take action, more action, and that includes helping a lot of men. So yeah. I was a little bit disappointed. I thought you guys would really like the video that I've done on porn, but it just didn't. Yeah, I'm surprised. Sometimes I do these videos and I'm really optimistic, and again, I don't mind if you guys don't like it, and then the videos don't do that well, and I do another video and I think this video ain't that good, and then people love it. It's a strange affair. I still fully can't work out what makes a really great YouTube video, and that sounds crazy coming from me because I've made so many good videos, but I suppose it's just people. Yeah, you're right, Marco. Thinking and doing, and you're a person who's an action taker. I worked with you literally 2 weeks ago, and you took massive action. You spoke to so many women. You're brave as hell. So it's great to see people taking action. What else we got here? So that was what I learned on Arnold Schwarzenegger. I will be speaking about Bruce Lee on a live stream, so stay tuned. What else we got? I'm just trying to think. So any few more questions? That's great, man. That's what makes me happy. When I love working with guys who take action on a program, and I love seeing them return to a live stream and keep going. I really feel like the clients or students who get the most value out of any program that I do, whether it's a paid one or a free one, are the ones that continue practicing. The ones that will take a program and then they will email me and say, I'm still practicing, I promise you, if anyone does a weekend boot camp with me or a 6 weeks program, if you keep practicing afterwards, you are going to get 10 times the results. You get more value after the program that you do with me than in the program itself, because it takes time to kick in. When I first got mentored by my first mentor, the benefits came about a year later. I didn't realize how much he helped me until years later. The porn video was great, JB, and the quality of the video was impressive. People are scared to admit, oh, that's a great point. I didn't know that. I'm always learning. I understand there's a lot of shame around porn. Some guys don't want to comment. I never thought of that. That was, wow, you blew my mind there. So I appreciate that. I have to remember that. It's a very sensitive subject. Mark, that's great, man. Never give up. I told you in person, I'm a man of my word. You got great ability. You showed great courage. You keep going, and you're going to be extremely successful in your life and with women. How many of you today were inspired by the live stream in Arnold Schwarzenegger? I hope I did. I hope I did my best in, kind of documenting Arnold Schwarzenegger. How many days a week do you meet for the 6 weeks program? How many days a week? Once a week. So on the 6 weeks program, you would do, for example, 6 Saturdays in a row or 6 Wednesdays in a row, or sometimes I mix it up. So again, anyone is interested in doing a 6 weeks program with me, I'm friendly, I'm approachable, I'm honest. Email me, don't be shy, or do be shy, do it anyway. And I will tell you how the program works. and we will see if we're a right fit. And I would love to help you. I love the 6 week program. It's probably my favorite program, and I love the weekend programs as well, because I'm really blessed. I get people like Marco coming from all around the world, and they spend 2 days with me in London, and I never forget the guys that I work with. I've worked with so many people, but it's such a great experience. It's a lasting memory. Would you do it 4 times a week if I pay enough? Yes, that's something we could talk about. I am flexible as well. I do create programs like what you said if I have a good relationship. So if that's something you want to talk about, please email me. Send me an email. Lesbos, how are you getting on with the flaking? I'm confident you're going to break through. Breakthrough is when it's going to tip you, and then you're not going to get flakes anymore. Of course, you're going to get them from once in a while, but you're going to you're going to overcome them. So if anyone wants to apply or inquire for my 6 weeks program, my email address is here. You can email me directly, and I will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. I don't mess around on emails. I'm very approachable, and you're not going to be talking to a board or team and all official. I'm an easygoing and approachable, and I'm here as your friend and your mentor to help you to conquer your anxiety with them and take action, build your confidence, and attract the success that you want in your life. No, don't get it twisted back down. I almost want to like spew the words out. The channel is not going to lose the infill videos. I am going to be doing more of that than ever. There was a period where I was going to retire as a dating coach, but I got the passion back. I realized I need to help guys in this area. So yes, the channel is, it's evolving, but we're not losing the core message. And most of the guys who come to me, they come for coaching with going out approaching women. So don't worry about that. And I appreciate your support and your encouragement. I'm just talking about different things, but there will be loads of infill videos coming, believe me. And I'm going to be talking a lot about relationship advice and stuff like that. I couldn't answer that question, John, for sure. Obviously, I haven't seen the girl. You could be right. Am I not tired? I am a little bit, but I've just drank a whole can of Monster, so I'm kind of tired, but I'm awake. So I'm good. I'm good. I've really enjoyed today. We're going to finish up in a few more minutes. It's been an hour and a half, but it's great. Looks like the Frakes numbers this weekend. I did get a response from one. That's good. So you're breaking through. Honestly, I said it to you yesterday. You are so close to going to the next level, Lesbos. Stick at it. That's a good point. What Marco said is true. Maybe you've watched enough videos. It's your turn to do approaches. It's true. It's true. I've spoke to Marco about this and many friends and students. You don't want to make me an addiction on my videos. You're meant to watch some videos, get inspired, and then you go out and take action. And then you don't have to watch the videos, or you might come back to a video when you need help at a certain point. But it's all about action. Ultimately, it's better if you don't watch anyone's videos. You just go out and speak to women. I've got no doubt, Lesbos. I've got full confidence, because any man who practices for 5 hours is 100% committed. And you're growing, and flakes mean you're successful, because the flaking part is where you've got past the social and approach anxiety. You've had the balls to go direct and get the number, so you've succeeded. That's massive success. It's just fine-tuning the connection. It's not always the attraction. It's more where the girl trusts you more. I'm giving you a few more tips here, because you're giving me great support. And then it just, things will piece in. I don't really want to get in and give you too much information to confuse you. Just keep being yourself, keep practicing, keep showing up, and it will just happen for you. I've helped so many clients on the 6-week program through that particular sticking point, which is flaking. And I went through it myself, so I know that you're onto a win. So keep going. No, I don't think that's good, and I think you know the answer. Of course, it's not good to drink alcohol before you approach girls on the street. The whole point of cold approach or meeting women in the daytime is doing it, being clean, being sober, and doesn't mean you can't go for a drink. Because yeah, you go on a date. I have a drink once in a while. I'm not a heavy drinker, but when I feel like it, you don't want to be using drink to give you courage. That's not proper confidence. And here I am drinking, but it's a monster. It's not alcohol. Any last questions? Yeah, maybe a drink after is okay, but don't make a habit of it. Guys, any new topics you'd like me to talk about on the next live streams or videos, let me know. And when this video goes up, if you could leave a comment below letting me know what you liked about the live stream or what helped you most, leave a comment, because people are going to watch this live stream later on, and the comments get the forum started. So we're coming to the end now. I really appreciate you guys coming on. I enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to next Sunday, the Fearless event in Central London. Do get in touch if you want to do a 6-week program or a weekend experience. I would prefer a coffee at least. You watch the girl on the face instead of the screen. Sorry, I didn't get that, Mark. I missed what you said. It's brilliant approach, guys. I would prefer a coffee. At least you watch the girl. Yeah, coffee's fine. There's nothing wrong with having a coffee before you approach for a tea. Oh, instead of the cinema. Yeah. Oh, he was answering your question. Okay, sorry, I got confused there. I thought you were. Yeah, okay. That's great, and I really like that you guys are helping each other out, answering questions. That's interesting. There's a lot. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of men who don't approach about drinking. Okay, so before we end, I just want to know what was like the main takeaway that you guys got out of today, because I've spoken about a lot of tips. Was there one thing Arnold Schwarzenegger said or I said that have inspired you to go away and practice? Let me know. It's come to that time, guys. We've gone over an hour and a half. Thanks for coming on. Enjoy the process, and I'll see you on the next live stream, next YouTube video, and hopefully I'll get to work with you on a 6-week program. Never give up. That's great. Yeah, that's the message. And check out the Arnold Schwarzenegger video. It's the title of this live stream. Just go on YouTube and write in Arnold Schwarzenegger, the mindset of a champion. It's brilliant what he talks about sleeping less hours. Have a great week, Johnny. Thanks for the time. You're looking great shape. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And hope you guys have a great time, and I'll see you very shortly. I'm going to be doing these streams regularly, and be courageous. That's nice. You guys are great today. You were patient. You were open. You was insightful and very supportive. And I'm glad to see you guys breaking through. I'm not 6'3". I'm a bit shorter than that, about 6.5. You're welcome, man. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, never give up. Don't be afraid of failure. A champion's mindset. Become successful. This is what Schwarzenegger says. I like it. Make a lot of money. Get a beautiful woman, and then help give back. Help charities, help your family, help other people, serve your community. It's all about serving. That's where great things happen, and that's what we've done today. So bless you. Enjoy the process. See you soon.